Okay. I don't know. I don't know how this match could possibly top that one, but I guess we'll find out. Hopefully, this isn't like a 102 to 99 barn burner. All right, here's Chris Louth. See how many strikes left in him? Well, he's not on that ball. Leaves the 5. Yeah, Rhode Islanders will start to gather around. You're gonna have a divided house here in the audience. Spare for Chris Louth. All right, here's Matt Buckingham, one-time Men's Pro Tour champion, and you all remember that star if you're really, really, really faithful to Duck Pins Forever. Matt is the inaugural champion on Duck Pins Forever, the first one to ever win a star on Duck Pins Forever. September 2021, almost 3 years ago. And in most tournaments since then, he's done quite a bit of that. Off the side for 7, leaves the 139. Wide right, open frame. Good wood ball from Matt, punching back the 1-9, takes the 10 box. Now, you see Matt disappear off screen there for a second. He has a bit of a routine when it comes to these bracket games that he paces himself, which includes his stat keeping on his own personal score sheet and a water bottle. So he'll take a sip out of the water bottle, stay hydrated, and will write down his score between frames. Now he's ready for the second. He upgrades his off the side to the deluxe version. Leaves the 1-2. A little bit easier than the last off the side shot he had. One and 2. There they go. Spare for Matt. And here comes Chris Louth again. So, 2 one-time winners going for star number 2, but both have won them in this decade. Here's second frame for Chris Louth. Very light on the head pin. Gets a favorable break and leaves the 2-4-7. Be 2-4-7. Yep. 27-20. Early lead goes to Chris Louth. Third frame for Chris Louth, working on 2 spares. Needs some help, and isn't going to get it. Counts 6, and he's got a mess. Pins all over the deck, 4, 5, 7, 10. Be looking to play the 4-pin off the wall, more than likely, which means you're shooting towards the 4-5 hole. Tried to play it safer and picks the 4, and now we'll have to go after the 5-pin on the third ball. Thank you, Johnny. And I was right. 41-3 for Chris. Buckingham on the spare. Finds the head pin on this one and drops 9. Leaves just the 6. Matt will lay this ball down pretty early up the right side of the lane. No. Didn't quite extend out to the target. He did on that one, and he's got that one. So the score, 41-39. I think Matt is fortunate in this instance to be trailing by 2 because of Chris's ugly split in the third frame. So 2-pin lead for Chris Louth. Still early in the match. Got 7 big frames left. A lot of empty white squares on the score sheet. Here's Matt in the fourth. Double dribble at the foul line. Off the side for 6. Leaves the 1-2-4-6. I want to throw this as if it's a strike ball. Oh, he steals it. Snowplow ball on the head pin, takes the 2 to the left wall, and the 2-pin coming off the wall is responsible for taking out the 4 and the 6. Unconventional, but it works. Here's Chris Louth in the fourth frame, leading by 2. Light hit. Oh. Yeah, I think he knocked down 11 pins. Knocked down 4 on lane 19 and 7 on lane 20. That is an 11 drop. He's got the 5-7-10. Hey, I remember the last time a 5-7-10 was made in the championship match. It was made by a Rhode Islander, the great Bill Fox. Open frame for Chris. Got to hold pins here. Eight out for Chris. Tie game in the fourth, 49-49. Matt Buckingham has the advantage of being on a spare. Louth has not marked since the second frame and has dropped 2 pins in the third and 2 pins in the fourth. Doesn't want to leave this frame open. That's in the pocket. Heavy. Get out. He will gladly take it. 4 and then the 2 last to fall. Fifth frame for Matt now. The right lane, lane 20, working on a spare. Off the side again. Now up 7 pins, 56-49. And misses left. Matt practically evens the game up because Matt will have the lead through 5, but will be down a mark. Score is 66-59 plus. I would even maybe say it's advantage Chris Louth after 5. Because you assume Chris is going to count more than 7 on a strike. So at the halfway mark, Matt takes his trip to the water bottle. And the stat sheet comes back to lane 19 to start the second half. All right, we have a championship match t-shirt shot. Dave Jones from Matt Buckingham. Make this for a t-shirt. Come on! Oh, great effort. Did exactly what he needed to do and try to slide the 3-pin to the left. Leaves the 7-10 and he leaves the 6 frame open. 9 out, Matt. 75 through 6. You can hear the Rhode Islanders imploring Chris to throw a good frame here, because any kind of good frame, especially a mark or another strike, and he is in control of the game with 4 to go. Especially so with a double here. Got a chance. Didn't quite get there, but the head pin does go out late. Leaves the 2-4, and it's a spare break. Chris can bring this in and have a 4-pin lead and a hit headed to the 7th frame. Two, 4. No. Picks it heavy. 2-pin lead in the 5th. Can have a 3-pin lead in the 6th if he cleans up the 4-pin. Picks it up for 10. Close game, albeit relatively low scoring. Medium scoring. 78 to 75. 3-pin lead for Chris Louth with 4 frames between the bowlers and the star. Light finishes well, leaves the 5. Didn't think it was actually going to hit as full as it did. It looked like the ball was going to fade away and it held pocket. Leaves the 5 and a spare break. Walks it down and gets it. Matt has to answer with a mark of his own. He's 2 for 6 so far on the head pin. Hasn't found that consistency on the first ball. Still has not found the head pin. 2 out of 7 now. Now, on this spare shot, he will need to hit the head pin because there are no other options. And there it is. 3-pin match with 3 frames to go. Matt trails 88 to 85. Right. 8th frame for Matt, trailing by 3. That is now 2 out of 8 on the head pin, and one of them was a rip. But this time it punishes him. A 5 count. Less than ideal. Tough spare shot. Does not go. Yeah, he leaves the 8-9 for the wood ball. Nine out. 99 through 8 for Matt. Chris trailing by 2 pins at the moment in the 7th frame, but has a spare to fill. If he fills both the 8th and 9th frame, fills both the 8th and 9th, he can really tighten the screws. Very light. And not only a bad result, a bad count to go with it. He matches Matt's 5 count, and it is still a 3-pin game. And 9 out of this is going to be tough. I don't even know where to begin on this shot. Maybe shoot the 5-8. Chris elects for the 6-10. On the third ball, takes 2 more, so the separation stays at 3 pins. Now, last 2 frames are a wash. Still 3 pins apart. Chris Louth leading 102 to 99 as we head to the foundation frame. Neither of them will want to leave this frame open. Got to fill the box with something here. What does he have? 2 and 2. The women's match is done. People are starting to filter down to watch the conclusion of this match. And the Chris Louth fans are going to go berserk if he makes this. Doesn't have it. Now, pins are important. Want to hold everything. Don't want to leave pins standing here. Has 2 more. Good 2 and 2. Chris with 112 in the 9th frame. He sits down. Bit of an exhale, and all he can do now is sit and watch as Matt is going to finish his game out. The pressure is on Matt, if you will, because he needs to mark in one of these 2 frames. Matt finds the pocket for, I believe, the 2nd time in the match. And this is the first successful hit. Big strike in the 9th, 109 plus. Now this ball, extremely important. If he strikes on this ball, he can actually shut out Chris Louth. Oh, big break. Still not an easy shot, but a big break. He trips out the 7-pin to leave the 2-8. Dropped it. Dropped pinned as well. Chris Louth is only going to need 1 mark, but he will need to mark. Matt will finish with 10. Every pin matters. He shoots 127. Chris Louth needs to fill 16 in the 10th for the star. He came through in the 10th last match. Can he do it again? Chris going to re-rack 19 so that it does not distract him. Also gives him a chance to refocus, manage the heart rate. Want this first ball to be as good as possible. Needs to fill 16 in the 10th for star number 2. If he doesn't mark, Matt wins the match. Chris Louth does it again. Picture perfect. Just needs 6. Got 2 balls to do it. Not there yet, but that was a big step. Calm back down and throw it there one more time. That'll work. That's 6. Never been so happy to see 2, 3, 6, 10 in his life. And on the men's pro tour this year, the North loved the South. Chris Louth, after a 4-bagger finish in the semifinal, steps up and absolutely buries it in the 10th to win 131 to 127, star number 2 of his career and of the season.
Finishing in second place, winning $1,600, Matt Buckingham. Winning his second star this year, winning $3,200, Chris Louth. You need this too?
No, fine.
I don't know if I'm important enough to take it, but I'll do it. I like it. All right.
Well, Dan, doing it too, right? Oh. Give that to Dan.
Come on.
Oh.
Just really trying not to put this. All right, and before I announce the results for our ladies, I'd like to announce the winner of the round of golf. Your winner was Logan Turner. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be present.
All right, and for the ladies, coming in second place, Tracy Ormiston. And our winner for the weekend, defeating Tracy 157 to 136 and winning her 4th star, Amanda Zangla.
I'll talk to you. I'll see you next month. No, I won't be there.
Oh, okay.
Go a little closer.
All right, so I wasn't fortunate enough to be around for the last one, but you're sitting in this seat for the second time this year. I think the theme of the day is aced. So, Pinland backs up against the wall in that match 3 times in a row. You ace it. Semifinal. Rough start through 7, admittedly, right?
Yeah, that's saying this is just
4 times you ace it. Championship match. Back and forth, not massive scores. Gets down to the 10th frame. You know what you need. You ace it. Again. How's it feel?
I'm at a loss of words. All I know is I didn't want to shoot a spare in that 10th frame, but it just seems, this game would be a lot easier if I could just throw strikes like I was. But this is stuff you just dream of. Okay, hey, I need a triple in the 10th frame. You need a mark in the 10th frame to win a tour, and the amount of pressure and just being nervous up there is just unbelievable. But I can't say enough about everyone that I faced. Bernie, who shot a million in qualifying, and then Phil, who shot 159, and I had to have a lucky 4-bagger in the end. I missed a couple breaks, and then Matt, throws that strike in the 9th frame to put me on a mark 2. So this is just an amazing weekend, and I want to thank Steve and everyone here at Parkville Lanes for for hosting us, and
Sure.
it's just ton of fun.
So you talk about the incredible feeling, but for us, both tournaments and leagues, and we practice and whatever. I kind of feel like, and I've said before, and I'd like to think I'm right. Never been there myself, but there is no way of preparing yourself for needing 16 of a 10 to win a star.
No,
it's like you can't practice that, you can't prepare that. So, what was running through your mind stepping up on lane 20 there in the 10th?
When I stood up there, I was thinking, throw a strike here, throw a strike, and you're going to win. Granted, I made both of my singles that game, but I was still thinking about the game against Phil when I missed 2. So I was just thinking, throw a strike here, and then if you have a bad count ball at first, at least you have a second one to back up there.
Well, it was a exciting finish both in the semifinal and then again in the championship.
Definitely glad you caught the semifinal match.
Yeah,
because I'm excited to
well,
that one again.
And you might even hear Phil in the background. He said it out loud, and I caught up. He said there was nothing cheap about it. I mean, you aced 4 of them in a row, with your back up against the wall, almost mathematically out of the game, and you pulled off a 54-pin swing in 3 frames, and then that one there. So, extremely deserving of the on-camera handshake, Chris.
Thank you, Nick.
Yes,
much appreciated.
All right, and number 2 of the year. Guy's been bowling for many years in this thing, and decides he's just going to get them all at once. So here we go.
Lost time.
No kidding. All right, thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.
We now turn it over to the executive producer, David.